Don't make me start with new background music.
Hey!
Hey, wow, that was loud.
Hey, wow. Dylan, always right there.
Boom.
Love it. Happy Monday to you too, Dylan. And hey, thank you and everybody else that's joining for finding the Geek Spot again.
Happy Luke Skywalker is a dick day. We'll get to that later.
Yes, we will.
First, I want to send out a heartfelt congratulations to Philadelphia Flyers forward Claude Giroux for taking home the NHL MVP All-Star Game honors on Saturday. That applies to maybe me and Dylan, who's a hockey fan also.
That's really exciting for him.
It was, especially since he's going to be trading in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Does that have anything to do with the football Pro Bowl?
It does not have anything to do with the Pro Bowl, which I skipped.
Yeah, me too. I was watching things.
Yeah, dude. So was I.
I'm so excited to hear what you watched.
How is your week? And
it was good. It was good. It was busy. I had a gig Friday in the crazy ice storm that wasn't crazy or an ice storm. So that was cool. And then I had a lot of time the next 2 days to watch all this content that's dropped lately. But I started with something that dropped like 2 years ago in the theater that nobody saw because it came out in October of 2020. And apparently it grossed like 1 million at the box office, maybe a little more. Ooh. It's called Love and Monsters.
Now, it sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. And I have seen that, but I also have seen not Calgary. Ugh. I have also seen Colorado as the most likely, but I'll talk about that another time.
Uh-oh.
Totally.
Hockey tangent.
Oh yeah. No, not tonight.
So Love and Monsters, it stars Dylan O'Brien from Maze Runners and MTV's Teen Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Henwick from Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Rooker is also in it.
Wow.
So it's got some ties back to our stuff. Totally original movie. No, it wasn't based on a book or comics or anything, which surprised me. But it's basically like there's an asteroid that's coming towards Earth.
Okay.
So we nuked it.
Oh.
Which then caused
goody.
all sorts of chemicals to release back onto the planet, which mutated all of the animals and insects on the planet into huge monsters.
Not you.
And so it wiped out like 95% of the world population in a year.
Wow.
So this is what happens after that. So it's a post-apocalyptic, not a zombie movie.
Right.
So you might be into it.
Okay.
But not a zombie movie, but basically a zombie movie where the zombies are big, crazy slugs and ants and cockroaches and.
Okay, that's different. That's definitely different.
Super fun. I think it would have done really well in the theater if it hadn't released like a month after New Mutants when we were in lockdown.
Yeah.
But I watched that. I started Arcane on Netflix, which I think's been out for a little while. It's based on League of Legends.
Okay.
My kid and I started that. The animation is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic animation on that. Storyline's great. I'm excited to get back into that. We watched a few episodes to start. I would recommend it though. It's really well written. Voice cast is great. Haley Steinfeld is the lead voice actress.
Oh, I like her.
See, everything ties back together, man.
It does.
Everything ends up tying to Marvel at this point.
It does.
Speaking of tying to Marvel.
Yes, Marvel.
Well, so the Love and Monsters one though. So Jessica with Iron Fist, right? Dylan O'Brien. Mm-hmm. I'll go back to that in a second because that ties to DC. But to Marvel, I also watched the first few episodes of Pam and Tommy that dropped.
You mean Sebastian Stan's fake penis?
That was a big part of one of the episodes. Yeah.
A little bit more than I also am completely caught up on this show.
I'm so proud of you.
I binged all 3 episodes and have seen more of his fake penis than I ever wanted to see anything in my life.
It took 4 puppeteers to make that work.
That was ridiculous.
So well, before I go to the other stuff for this week, let's hit Pam and Tommy then. Because it's not spoilers, because it's real life from 30 years ago.
Right.
So what did you think of the show so far?
So it's a little long. It's a little long, and I understand. I did a little Googling because I didn't. You have to know like what exactly is real and what's not real in this show, and the fact that the electrician legitimately stole the safe, like right out of the house, is all true. And I didn't know, and I didn't read too much into it. Just enough to know that that's legit. And he actually dressed up as the dog, like put the thing over and ran through the yard with the white blanket.
Yeah.
Like all that's real. And I didn't know that. Like I knew about the tape, of course, because it was huge news back then. But I didn't really like know this stuff. I think it's good. I think it's a little long.
Did you see the original tape when it came out?
I did not ever see the original tape.
Wasn't great.
What I do think, I think that Ron Swanson,
yes, Nick Offerman,
and Seth Rogen are they're playing the creepiest creeps you can play to perfection.
That very true. Like I think the whole show is incredibly uncomfortable to watch.
It's very, very cringe.
Like all of it is just like the whole time, like, oh my God, is it over yet? And I guess it's one of my things with it, and I've enjoyed it enough. Like I remember when all that went down, so like
same,
but like the level of dick that they make Tommy Lee out to be is like rough.
Yeah.
Where there's no reason that I would ever feel bad for this guy at any point during the story, which I think is where they're going to go.
Right.
But like I just dislike him so much that I don't have any interest in feeling bad for him.
One of the things that I noticed that I guess maybe you wouldn't have noticed back then, but the 3 guys sitting around the camera when they're doing the Baywatch scene and how much they focus on her ass and how much they're like with the wedge and like the camera go down more, like how insanely creepy that is.
Oh yeah.
Like, and you can just kind of see the 3 of them sitting there like oogling the screen. And if you take a step back for a second and think that's probably really not that far off a base of how it went back then.
No, but isn't that what we all did watching Baywatch every week?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people. God damn this fucking dog. That's why a lot of people watched Baywatch. Yes.
Yeah, but I do remember also back then there was, and it might have been on Letterman or something. They did a thing about like how much you could show in a thong or not in a thong, and that was like a big thing in the mid '90s. I think probably because of Baywatch, right? Like how much butt could you show before you had to censor? It was a whole thing.
So they're releasing this in dribs and drabs, right? So it's not.
It's weekly now.
Okay, so it was the first handful, and then it'll be weekly going forward. So we have something to keep up with after the 2 finales coming up this week.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, there's only 1 finale this week.
2.
No.
Right.
Peacemaker has 2 episodes left.
Does it really?
It's 8 episodes.
I'm so much happier now.
Dylan, it was really just the way things were back then, unfortunately.
Yep. He said it in modern society we see it as cringe, but back then it was just another day for those men to be creeps. And he added haha. So
so it's okay then. Yeah, so I'll keep watching it, but the whole show made me uncomfortable. Even like the parts that I guess were supposed to be
right,
like wonderful about them falling in love and stuff. It was super stalkery and just weird.
Oh God, yeah. They totally they totally display him as a stalkerish creep, not as a lovesick fool.
I will say Sebastian Stan is fantastic.
Yes,
Tommy.
Yes.
And Lily James is incredible as Pamela Anderson.
Yes, absolutely. Hi,
Like,
Jackson.
never would have known. Hi.
Say hi to your mom.
I did hi. So yeah, so we'll keep you guys abreast of where
Absolutely.
that goes with all the fake body parts that are on there,
Oh,
because we have not seen any real anything yet. It's
Nope.
all been fake, including her.
Yep.
So so there's your Marvel tie with Sebastian Stan, right? Then I also started Reacher.
Yeah, I haven't started this yet, but it's getting a lot of positive.
It's super fun, man, and I like Alan Rickson a lot.
Yep.
Which ties to DC because he was Hawk
And
on
Aquaman.
Titans and Aquaman on Smallville.
Yeah.
And he is reunited here and there with Lana Lang.
That's what you said.
She makes some appearances in it, Kristen Kruk.
I like her a lot.
Who also was just announced coming to Philly Fan Expo along with Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum.
I'm getting my super deluxe super ticket for that. If there's a photo op for that, I'm getting it. I'll pay whatever I have to pay for photographs, and I'll just stand there like this.
I know you will. You can say, I heard you were Lex Luthor. Is that true?
I will ask him, do you have a podcast? I heard you were Lex Luthor. He'd probably get a kick out of that. Actually.
So he might. So I watched that. I watched the first 2 episodes of that, and it's great. It's everything you would expect it to be, and it makes you wonder why they made 2 movies with Tom Cruise. Because the fact that Alan Rickson is such a huge guy, and that's what Reacher is in the books,
right?
And like, it's great to see him in a role that he can be himself and actually get to act, because he's always been typecast. Because he's such a just mammoth of a human being, that it's not like you can cast him with regular stuff with regular people, because he's just a huge man. But it is great, and I highly recommend it. The other thing with DC, the Dylan O'Brien connection from before, I don't know if we have anywhere or have even talked about. So he's rumored to be playing Nightwing in the Batgirl movie.
No, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he would be a fantastic Dick Grayson in the cinematic-ish universe, because now you're in a weird spot, right, where you're going to have the Batgirl movie, and we've already introduced Barbara Gordon on Titans,
right?
So clearly not tied. Well, we know it's not tied because we already have a different Batman.
Multiversal. We're gonna have 4 Batmen on screen this year.
4. Is it only 4?
It's gonna be Robert Pattinson.
Yep.
Batfleck.
Yep.
Michael Keaton.
Yep.
And there's one more. Who am I missing?
And there might be the guy from Titans.
There's that. No, I think on the big screen. Is it? They keep teasing Christian Bale, but I don't think he's going to.
I don't think so. He was busy filming Ragnarok.
Yeah, I don't think he's
not Ragnarok. Whatever they do, Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dylan, just to not miss yours before we go back to what Frank was doing all weekend. So that was my weekend, though. I was busy.
I was not.
So, but Dylan, yeah, we'll get to Sebastian Stan as Luke Skywalker in a little bit. I think we have some stuff we're going to cover on that.
Yes. I wasn't busy. I basically stayed home. Wasn't feeling anything this weekend. Got dressed to go out Saturday night to go meet a bunch of people down at the it's now the Gall House. It used to be Richmond Hall in Port Richmond.
Nope.
Yeah, it's the worst place to go park at 9:30 on a Saturday night.
That sounds 100% accurate.
Yeah, so Jameson was there, and Richmond Hall is going to be like Finnegan's Wake Light. That's why I have the Finnegan's thing on. They're redoing the inside, and right now they're in the basement, but come St. Paddy's Day, they should be on the first floor, which is like all from what Sean and from what AJ Marks were telling me, because Tony changed his name. So.
Oh, good.
Right.
It's more Irish.
It is.
Way more Irish. AJ, much more Irish.
I really think I want to try and convince him to go AJ O'Marks. But, anyway, Tony O'Marco.
No.
But I lasted about 15 minutes inside that building, had a beer and left immediately. And I went home, and then I was getting texts and calls all night to come out, and I wasn't feeling it this weekend. Hi, Kate. You already missed our Giroux talk, so we're done with that. We'll come back to that another day.
So
Yeah,
that's why you had time to watch Pam and Tommy
I had
then.
plenty of time to watch Pam and Tommy.
So proud of you.
I bought Dying Light 2 and started to play that, and I kind of hate it a little bit because it's all zombies.
Oh, that's not your thing.
No, not a little bit. I'm trying to play it with friends because the game that I do play has their Super Monster Big expansion in 2 weeks. So I have something to do for those 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
That's all.
Well, that's fair.
My best friend, Vin Diesel.
Oh, he's like family to you.
Oh, Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is so like family.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel has posted a new video on his official Instagram account, not to be confused with his non-official one, to give fans an update about Fast and the Furious 10. The star shared that principal photography on the film is kicking off very soon, saying it was just minutes away. Vin added that Fast 10 has great cast additions that's going to make this episode really, really, really exciting. 3 reallys.
Now, wait, are they filming 10 and 11 at the same time? Is that what I remember?
They were supposed to be doing 10 and 11 at the same time. We do know that The Rock will not be one of the really, really, really exciting cast additions ever again. So Vin is teasing more people besides Jason Momoa that will pop up in this family-driven franchise of.
Yeah, still haven't seen one since.
Oh, dude,
maybe
you're
3.
Missing out. You're missing out,
3.
man.
Am I?
You got to see the one. You got to see the one with all the DC stars in it.
Yeah,
Gal Gadot, The Rock.
That was 5. That was on the TV once. My wife went on a Paul Walker extravaganza and then was really sad for a couple of movies that he wasn't in. But no, not my thing.
Moonfall.
Superpowers.
How about Moonfall? I kind of wanted
that
to
looked
see
like
it.
it was great.
I kind of wanted to see it.
I bet it crushed it at the box office this weekend.
Absolutely got crushed at the box office.
Oh.
Disaster genre maestro Roland Emmerich delivers a box office bomb as the film brings in only $10 million against a $140 million budget.
Sounds like it's doing great.
Yeah. Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson.
Look, I don't know why you would. It's 2022, right?
The fat guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So you cast
Tokyo Drift as the Karate Kid of racing movies. I'll take it.
So you
Karate Kid 3.
So you cast a star that hasn't been famous in 20 years
Mm-hmm.
and had a failed TV show in that stretch or two.
Mm-hmm.
You take the villain from Aquaman who hasn't starred in anything besides the Annabelle movies in the last 10 years.
Yep.
And you take, like you said, like the
John Bradley
17th page credit.
John Bradley.
Yeah, it's great. I didn't know. Of Game of Thrones and make him the nerdy scientist guy that nobody will listen to.
No. He's the blogger. He's the blogger.
Oh, he's not even a scientist. He's
a blogger.
That's fantastic.
Yes. Brian Harper, played by Wilson, is an astronaut unfairly dismissed by NASA 10 years earlier. Joe Fowler is Halle Berry, a top-ranking NASA official, and blogger KC, that'd be John Bradley, as they take on a perilous mission to save the world. The moon fell out of its orbit. I can't see anything in this movie that is attractive to me, honestly.
Look, if they couldn't even bother to give the guy more than 2 initials, as a name, I don't think we can be shocked that it didn't do well.
No. I'm bouncing around my things here. The original Optimus Prime actor,
yes,
Peter Cullen,
yes,
he will read you a Transformers bedtime story through the Calm Kids app, which is launching a sleep story to help children relax. It features Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime telling the tale of the Autobots. I'm in. Help me fall asleep.
Interesting.
Right?
How much?
I'm looking now. So I've done no preparation for this show tonight. I had a really, really long, rough day at work. So we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants.
Because I'm wondering what I should look. His cameo to do not even that is probably $50.
Easily $50. I do not see a price here on this. But if you go to the Calm Twitter page. It's just CALM. It's verified. And
yeah, that's an app, right?
It is. It is.
If you ever want to find out what B and C-list celebrities think of themselves, go check out the Cameo app for a few minutes.
Oh yeah, boy.
It'll make you really
know
wonder.
What? Maybe next week we'll pull Cameo up and we'll go over some of the top
I think
priced ones.
I mean, I can tell you who the top earner is every year.
Well, Brian Baumgartner is he earned $1 million last year. If you don't know who he is, that's Kevin from The Office, who sounds nothing like Kevin from The Office.
But yeah, he's just cheap and he does all of them.
A friend of mine got a friend of mine's boyfriend, because she's a huge fan of The Office. Her boyfriend got her a cameo from him.
Nice.
And then in turn, she got him a cameo from the Chocolate Rain guy.
Oh. I've purchased a few cameos.
Well, so two years ago, Ange got Ray. These are friends of ours. She did this big video thing for him. She had a bunch of friends record little snippets, and Mike and Jackie did a really good Randy Savage scary one, and I did an NWO entrance thing, and she got a whole bunch of cameos from like Phillies, from Eagles.
Yeah, Pat Croce, Steel Panther.
It was really, really good. Really, really good. See, Stanley, I would meet what's his name? Leslie something is Stanley.
I remember him at Keystone, yeah.
Let's see. The Edge of Tomorrow TV show status is revealed. Do we care?
I don't know what Edge of Tomorrow is.
Edge of Tomorrow, the Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt movie, where they keep reliving the same day over and over and over again to fight off aliens.
Missed it.
Oh,
they're doing a sequel?
They're looking to do a TV show.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I don't see either one of them doing a TV show.
Well, that's involved in the... Okay, so this ties together with the other thing. This ties together with Village Roadshow suing Warner Brothers over the Matrix 4 streaming release.
Is Village Roadshow who is responsible for?
Yes, they're responsible for it. So, the Matrix Resurrections grossed $37 million domestically and $153 million worldwide. Obviously, making it the lowest grossing film in Matrix franchise. And
I think that made less than Animatrix, and Animatrix wasn't even released in the theaters.
Yeah. So the Village Roadshow company has filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles against Warner Brothers for releasing the Matrix Resurrection on HBO Max and in theaters at the same time, violating terms of the contract. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff involved in it.
Let's also not forget that this movie was released against the 5th highest grossing movie of all time right now.
Correct.
And actually the 2nd highest gross or 3rd highest grossing domestically now.
It's about to overtake Avatar.
I would assume it already has. That was like a week ago.
Did you see the video clip of Tom Holland being told that?
Yeah, he had no idea.
No, and yeah, that's pretty neat.
He was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And they were like, "Oh, no, domestically, because not internationally, but domestically in the U.S., No Way Home has probably taken out Avatar at this point."
Yeah. That I don't know. I don't know if Dom went to see it last week. In a recent interview, Emily Raver Lampman from Umbrella Academy
Yeah, that's I heard a rumor.
Yes. She says in an interview that they're running adjacent to the graphic novels. I don't think Steve is beholden to all the graphic novels by needing it to be something that's verbatim. To paraphrase, she said that this season is absolutely massive.
Great.
Which is good because I really didn't think I was going to like that at first, but I ended up really, really, really liking it.
The second season was weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
I wasn't 100%. I enjoyed the first season a lot more. Yeah, exactly. Look, and the Kingsman, stayed in theaters for like a day. It's going to be on Hulu next week.
What is?
The Kingsman, which came out against The Matrix and Spider.
Yeah. Then I can watch them all together.
Yeah, well, that and Nightmare Alley, which is supposed to be fantastic, is already on Hulu. Came out around the same time as all those. It's Guillermo del Toro.
Chuck. You never watched Chuck, right? Hey, Jack.
I didn't. Jack, you're missing out. Just watch the first one. It holds up 22 years later. Like
It does. You
like,
don't really have to.
Really holds up.
You don't have to see the rest of them. The first one is a beginning and an ending. You're good.
Yeah, the first one's plenty.
Yep. You don't need the rest. Chuck, TV show Chuck.
It's on my list that I want to rewatch at some point.
Well, good. You can watch it at HBO Max, where it's streaming now. All 91 episodes.
Oh, good. Jack, there's a Hollywood video down your way on Concord Pike.
Hollywood, or is it still there?
Yeah, it's on Concord Pike down in Wilmington. So you can go there and get the Matrix.
There's an RST video up in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
An RST video up in where is it at? Leonardo.
Yeah,
Leonardo,
Sounds
New
right.
Jersey.
So that's exciting about Chuck. He was just talking about that on Twitter too.
He wants to do a movie or a remake or both.
It still holds up. Is what
Yeah.
he's excited.
I couldn't get into it.
I'm
I watched
intrigued to
the
see if I'll be able to.
I watched the season, but the only thing that kept me coming back was Yvonne.
I forget who played her.
That's her name is Yvonne Strahovski.
Oh, yeah,
That's
no idea.
her real name.
Oh, great. Yeah, don't know her.
That's her name.
I just know it had Zach and Adam Baldwin.
Adam Baldwin was great in it.
Not to be confused with any of the other Baldwins.
No, he's a good one.
He's not related to the
He's
other
not
ones.
related at all. No.
No.
That 90s show.
Oh.
That 90s show has cast its Leah Foreman. Leah Foreman is
it Leah or Leia?
That's Leia. That's Leia. As in Princess Leia. She is the daughter of Eric and Donna from that 70s show. That will be played by Callie Haverda. She was in The Lost Husband.
Oh.
I got nothing.
Were you a big fan of The Lost Husband?
I wasn't.
Sounds like your cup of tea.
No. She's described. So the show will follow Leia, who is visiting her grandparents in Point Place, Wisconsin for the summer. Described as smart like her mom, snarky like her dad, Leia Foreman discovers adventure, teenage tribulations, and a new best friend while under the watchful eye of Kitty and stern glare of Red.
They're like really old.
If they don't have at least one dumbass a show, an episode, it's not worth doing.
I mean, they will.
I hope.
Now, have you or has anyone in chat managed to watch the How I Met Your Father yet?
Not yet.
To see how this is going to go.
I almost did. But I'm not I almost did. I kind of started Letterkenny, and I'm kind of like,
oh, it's a good call.
It's good, but you really got to be in the mood to watch it.
What, Letterkenny?
Yeah.
Give it a season or so, and then it'll just be like, oh,
okay.
Look, it's my buddies that I'm hanging out with. We're drinking beer in front of the farm.
It's season 2 already. I mean, there are only 7 episodes season.
I know. It's quick.
It is. That 90s show will star Ashley. I'm going to destroy this last name. Are you looking at it?
I'm not, but I'm sure that you're going to.
Hyde.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. As Gwen, Sam Mace Colonel as Cole, Sam Mace Colonel as Jay, Maxwell Ace Donovan as Nate, Rain Doy as Ozzy, and Sam Morelos as Nikki. So
it's a very different cast than the original.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I buy that Callie is the daughter of Donna and
there's no red hair there.
Well, I mean the name Haverda kind of throws the wrench in the about as Wisconsin as you can get.
A little bit.
Eric and Donna pair. That would be. Is Topher popping in? I don't know that he is.
I don't know. I don't know if he's not really doing anything else.
Yeah, he is. He has a TV show.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, All right then.
It might be canceled already, but he has a,
Oh.
he has a show. It made it at least 2 seasons.
Oh yeah.
It's like 2 brothers and a sister, and they're raising kids, and it's fine.
Oh okay.
It's like a new happy together or something. I don't know. I watched an episode, so it was fine.
Gotcha.
He plays the nervous one. I know. Who would have thought? The nervous, awkward one.
Oh, but he was such a good Eddie Brock.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Another TV show that I know that you really want nothing to do with.
No, this narrows it down.
Has cast its lead. It's a Disney Plus show.
Okay.
National Treasure has cast its lead. It's Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Well, she's one of the leads. They already cast one.
Well, she's going to be I'm sorry, in a leading role. That's right.
Yeah.
Opposite Lisette Alexis.
Yeah, I'm more intrigued with Catherine Zeta-Jones involved.
Yeah.
Home economics. Look at my wife coming in with. Look at my wife watching. Who knew?
All right, look at that.
With Home Economics. Yeah, that's the show he's on.
Okay, I've heard of that.
So yeah, I'm not sure about this National Treasure. But we'll see how much history they decide to rewrite on that show.
Yeah,
unless Nicolas Cage, and he won't show up because it's TV. So like you can never expect a Nicolas Cage cameo, which is really upsetting.
You know what sucks? He's actually about to start filming another movie. That doesn't suck.
I'm sure he is.
Do you want to know what? Do you want to know what?
Is it Doctor Strange?
No.
For his Ghost Rider cameo?
No. It's Dracula.
Oh, that's right. With
Mm-hmm.
Who's playing Is it?
Here you go.
Oh no, it's with the Renfield, right?
There you go.
It's
Look at
not.
that.
No.
Yep.
No.
First set picture.
No way. That's a set picture.
Yep.
That's not Nicolas Cage now.
Oh, that is. There you go.
Renfield. Yeah. It's about his assistant.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's going to be.
Who's Renfield? Whoever's playing Renfield is amazing too.
Hold on.
Nicholas Holt, maybe?
Chris McKay is the director.
Yeah. Sounds right.
Where the hell? Nicholas Holt. Yeah. Nicholas Holt.
Look at that. Should be super fun.
I'm all about it. I
expect it to be super fun.
All over it.
It's not zombies, so you should be good.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Dracula's cool. I'm all in on Dracula. This Sunday is the Super Bowl. We got two new teams vying for the first time in years. 2 different teams, like completely different than what's normally there.
Yeah, first potential win ever for the Bengals.
You got the Rams of the Los Angeles and the Bengals of the Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Last time the Bengals were in the Super Bowl was 1988 versus Joe Montana and the 49ers.
Yeah.
That was back when Icky Woods doing the Icky Shuffle every touchdown. I was a Bengals fan for that Super Bowl. I'm a Bengals fan for this Super Bowl.
I don't hate the Rams. I don't hate McVay.
No, I don't hate.
I'd like Stafford to win one.
I would, but Joe Freeze, man.
But in the pool that I'm in, my 10-year-old is needs the Bengals to win to come in second. So
okay. Now the reason I bring that up, obviously we're not a sports show, but I got a list of the trailers that are supposed to come out that day. One of them being the Lord of the Rings TV show teaser trailer is supposed to drop.
It's just going to be a ring.
Huh? It's probably just a ring. So here's the these are the trailers that are supposed to drop. The Adam Project. That's a Netflix thing with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh man. It's hard to say how many movies he had in the bag that hadn't released yet when he went on his acting hiatus.
This is the Adam Project follows Reynolds' titular protagonist Adam, who time travels to get help from a younger version of himself.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, they usually are. Jurassic World Dominion should be dropping a trailer.
That'll be good. Mm-hmm. I'm down for that.
Minions: The Rise of Gru.
That'll be fun.
It'll be fun for the kids.
Those have all been fun.
Nope.
Yeah, they have.
Nope.
The third Despicable. Well, this is the new Minions movie.
That's
the third Despicable Me was great.
That's Jordan Peele's.
Oh, Jordan Peele's new movie. Nope.
Nope. It's
Yeah,
called
we'll
Nope.
see.
There's
Us
good
was
timing.
not great.
No. Nope. The Lost City is a raucous, globe-trotting flick starring Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, and Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh,
It looks funny.
And Brad Pitt.
And Brad Pitt. All right.
This is trailers in the theaters. I saw this trailer before, I think Sing 2.
Oh, okay.
It looks awful, but like super fun, but
right.
awful.
Like awful that you're gonna watch it and go, "This is so bad, I can't stop watching it."
It's like they're trying to do like Romancing the Stone.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like that. But it looks like it'll be fun.
We're getting a Sonic 2.
That drops soon, doesn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, we've had trailers for that. That comes out in like a month.
Yep. We're getting a Tom Cruise trailer.
Oh, who cares?
Top Gun Maverick.
Doesn't matter. It's never coming out.
It is coming out.
It's not.
Someday.
Nope.
It might.
Nope.
One day. We are getting a Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness teaser trailer. It's about time.
Since they already wasted my time at the end of Spider-Man watching a freaking trailer.
Right. They're going to show you that.
Guarantee it. That hasn't aired on TV yet.
Lots of people have obviously seen that trailer, though, based on the amount of money. Yeah. Well, actually, we don't know that. We just know that a lot of people saw Spider-Man.
Look, the amount of people that get up and leave during the credits of Marvel movies still boggles my mind.
Same. We're going to get a trailer for Lightyear.
Buzz. It's fine. I've seen 2 or 3 trailers for it already. It looks weird. Because...
Oh, wait. This is a maybe. So Disney has 3 spots. So Doctor Strange is a possible, Lightyear is a possible, and another Moonlight spot is possible.
I bet we get a Disney Plus one like last year.
Yeah, well, that's what they said is they have 3 spots. Disney has
No. I bet they run like last year.
Oh,
was it last year?
Like a montage.
Last year they ran that montage of like this is what's coming out, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
Right,
and lost it.
Yeah,
I don't think they wasted on just a Moon Knight one. I bet we get Miss Marvel. I bet we get Moon Knight. I bet we get She-Hulk clips. I bet we get a bigger teaser than we got for Disney Plus Day. Is my bet for one of those ads.
I did see a poster of Moon Knight where his cape turns into wings, which looked really badass.
I mean, the whole costume is pretty badass. He gets wrapped in mummy.
It's gonna
become a costume.
It's gonna make you like Oscar Isaac, and you're gonna hate yourself for it.
It's not.
It is.
Nope. I will love Moon Knight.
And then the final one on this list is Bel Air.
Oh no. Have you watched this trailer?
Yes.
I made you watch this trailer, didn't I?
You didn't make me, but it's come up enough that I wanted because I enjoyed the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
It's painful. This trailer.
It does not look good at all.
No.
I'm really like, wow, you're really gonna do this.
Shocked that Will Smith is attached to this.
It doesn't look good. Like, doesn't look good at all.
I don't know why they're calling it Bel Air. Like it and using the same names. It makes no sense to me.
I don't know either.
They could have made another show. Just named it whatever.
Yep.
Anything. Anything besides trying to tie it to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a new theme song. Like, how do you? It's even worse than the remake of the Saved by the Bell theme song, probably.
Man.
I mean, that remake is bad.
So real fast before we go jumping over to all our Marvel and DC and Star Wars funness, I got a Razzie list.
Ooh.
So we can do a quick run through the Razzie list and see if we can't pick our picks. We got Worst Picture, Diana the Musical, the Netflix version.
Oh.
Infinite, Karen, Space Jam: A New Legacy, and The Woman in the Window. Those are the.
I don't know any of those.
I know Space Jam, and I've heard of the Woman in the Window.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're all going to be bad.
I'm going to pick Space Jam just because the media likes really crapping on LeBron James.
I don't think it'll be Space Jam.
Okay. We'll see.
I'm going to go with Diana the Musical out of those because it was like grand opening, grand closing.
Oh.
For that on Broadway even.
Worst actor, we got Scott Eastwood for Dangerous, Ro Hartranft for as Prince Charles for Diana the Musical, LeBron James for Space Jam, Ben Platt for Dear Evan Hansen, and Mark Wahlberg for Infinite. I don't think Mark Wahlberg is going to get it because I think Uncharted is going to save Mark from.
It's gonna be Ben Platt.
You think so?
Did you see the previews for Evan Hansen? It's rough.
No.
He looks like a 40-year-old dude playing a high school kid.
Oh, yeah.
Only worse.
Worst actress, we get Amy Adams for Woman in the Window, Jenna DeWall for Diana the Musical, Megan Fox for Midnight in the Switchgrass, Taryn Manning for Karen, and Ruby Rose for Vanquish.
If there's ever a chance for a horrible acting award, it should always go to Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Because she is god awful.
Yeah. We got Worst Supporting Actress, Amy Adams, Dear Evan Hansen, Sophie Cookson for Infinite, Erin Davey as Camilla for Diana the Musical.
Wow.
Judy Kay as both Queen Elizabeth and Barbara Cartland for Diana the Musical, and Taryn Manning every last one of them. Hey, they really don't like Diana the Musical, do they?
No, it was not good. I saw a write up on it. I have no idea on that one. I didn't.
I'll give you a couple more. We got Worst Supporting Actor, Ben Affleck in The Last Duel. That might win. Nick Cannon in The Misfits, Mel Gibson in Dangerous, Gareth Keegan as James Hewitt, the muscle-bound horse trainer in Diana the Musical, and Jared Leto in House of Gucci.
I think you're always a safe bet with the Nick Cannon there.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know this was a real category. Worst performance by Bruce Willis in a 2021 movie is the category.
That's pretty impressive.
And these are I'm just going to give you the Bruce Willis movies.
He was in, how many movies was he in?
American Siege, Apex, Cosmic Sin, Deadlock, Fortress, Midnight in the Switchgrass, Out of Death, Survive the Games.
The hell did he have enough time for that?
Well, that's why he's nominated. He's got his own Razzie category.
It's amazing. I know one of them was an AMC Plus exclusive movie that actually looked fun. It was one of those human, like they kidnapped him and made him a human target, and it turns out he was a much more capable, trained killer than they were.
We got four more categories, and we're out of this. Worst screen couple. Any klutzy cast member and any lamely lyricized or choreographed musical number from Diana the Musical.
It's harsh.
LeBron James and any Warner cartoon character or Time Warner product he dribbles on in Space Jam. Jared Leto and either his 17-pound latex face, his geeky clothes, or his ridiculous accent.
Look, he makes choices, man.
These are great. Ben Platt and any other character who acts like Platt singing 24/7 is normal. Dear Evan Hansen. Tom and Jerry, a.k.a. Itchy and Scratchy, Tom and Jerry the movie.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Ben Platt just because.
I'm gonna go with Leto.
Okay. Worst remake, ripoff, or sequel. Karen, the inadvertent remake of Cruella de Vil.
Oh.
Space Jam: A New Legacy. Tom and Jerry the movie. Twist, the rap remake of Oliver Twist.
Oh God.
The Woman in the Window ripoff of Rear Window. I'm gonna pick the rap remake of Oliver Twist for fun here.
I'm going with Tom and Jerry. It was not good from what I've heard. I think my kids watched it, maybe.
Ooh. All right, two more.
They watched Space Jam for sure. They said it was great. I said, you're idiots.
Yeah.
I don't know who raised you.
Worst director. Christopher Ashley for Diana the Musical. Stephen Chbosky for Dear Evan Hansen. Coke Daniels / Karen Rennie Harlan for The Misfits. Joe Wright, The Woman in the Window.
I'm going to give that one to The Woman in the Window just because.
Okay. And worst screenplay, basically all of the above movies. Diana the Musical, Karen, The Misfits, The Woman in the Window.
We'll bring it back around to Diana with that one, I think. Yeah.
That'll be a fun little.
When are the Razzies? Do we know?
Nope.
Awesome.
I closed the page.
That's fine. I'll find that. You
find that.
We'll move on.
You find out while I move over to Marvel real fast.
Oh, should be quick. There's not a lot. They're pretty
there's
quiet.
Not a lot. There's a movie coming out. Madam Web has cast its lead.
Oh.
In that 50 Shades of Grey star Dakota Johnson,
Oh no.
daughter of Don Johnson from Miami Vice fame
Yeah.
and Happy Gilmore fame. No,
No.
not Happy Gilmore. The other one.
Nope.
Yeah, it was a golf movie. Tin Cup. God damn it.
He was the bad guy in Tin Cup.
He was the bad guy in Tin Cup. So
I
she's
was gonna
going.
say Tin Cup, and then I was like, no, that was
Yeah.
Kevin
So
Costner.
she's going to play the 100-year-old Madam Web.
Yeah. I don't know about all that.
Don't need it.
She's not great.
Nope, don't need it. Spider-Man No Way Home will release on streaming in the next 6 months. We have a spot for it.
Yeah, it's not a normal one. I don't
It's
think.
not Disney
right?
Plus.
It's definitely not like Netflix.
Nope, it's Stars.
Well, they gotta do what they gotta do, I guess.
Thank God for my brother-in-law's Plex server. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I've not subscribed to Stars, and I feel like I will
reason to.
still not subscribe to Stars.
Nope, no reason to.
They had a stretch where they had some fantastic
Yeah,
shows. I
Stars
really enjoyed quite a few.
Stars has a deal with Sony, says Dylan.
Yeah, I really enjoyed a few of their shows, but it's been quite a few years.
Can you tell me what the last Blu-ray movie you bought was?
Oh,
well, you have kids, so it might you might actually have bought one more.
I haven't really bought. I might own like 6 Blu-rays. I don't know, man. Own many. March 26th, by the way, is the Razzies.
Oh, good.
I don't know what the last one I would have bought is.
So Dylan subscribes to Stars for Heels, which I get on my brother-in-law's Plex server, and I have not finished Heels, but it was the first 2 episodes was pretty good.
You didn't finish it?
I lost track of it with all the other stuff I watch and rewatch. I have to start Parks and Rec over now that I'm done The Office.
Dear God.
Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to rewatch Smallville together.
No.
Okay. So the reason why I asked
watched it once now. I'm good.
The No Way Home Blu-ray reportedly has over 100 minutes of new content and deleted scenes. That's a lot of content.
It is. I think that's my biggest issue with not buying physical copies. Because like if you buy a movie through Google, you don't get any of the bonus features. Or if you buy it on like your streaming service, if you have Fios or one of those things, I don't have Fios TV anymore. I have YouTube TV, but you don't get any of the additional features. If you buy it through Vudu, you get the deleted scenes and all that stuff, but only there. None of the other, like Amazon doesn't give you the bonus stuff usually.
Mm-mm. So according to this, I'll share this so you can see it and those watching.
But I mean, most of the good stuff leaks online like within 2 days anyway. So
right. So according to this, you can't really see it because it's small, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deleted scenes. One's the interrogation scenes, 2:25. The Midtown High scene is 5 minutes and 25 seconds. There's a Spider-Man hangout with the 3 of them for 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And then the rest is all featurettes, it looks like. So, yeah. So there's only 5 deleted scenes, and I'll see them on.
Their featurettes are all as exciting as the what was the thing that we used to love on Disney Plus?
Oh, yeah.
Where it was let us show you every single scene that Hawkeye was in before his TV show.
Right.
Which I'm still waiting on Disassembled for Hawkeye. I'm excited for that, actually.
All 37 seconds of airtime that he had.
Yeah, I need them to drop something new, so they dropped the Disassembled for Hawkeye like that week of.
So Oscar Isaac had an interview with Variety, and he said about his show Moon Knight, he said, you'll like this maybe, there was a lot of room to try stuff because there wasn't the pressure that we got to make sure we make however many hundreds of millions of dollars on the opening weekend. So we would make it very point of view. We could make very weird decisions at the moment, at least. And I don't imagine it's going to go backwards. It feels like that's where more of the risk is being taken because it can financially. So he's teasing that it's going to go in weird directions.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't suck. Like, don't turn into Loki.
Yeah. That season 2 is going to start filming soon.
Oh, great. We'll see it in 2029.
Maybe.
Tom Hiddleston will be in his mid-60s by the time we see him as Loki again.
Over on the DC side of things, just before we get to the Peacemaker's part of the show, The Flash Season 8 star warns fans to be ready for Reverse Flash's return.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's been gone like a day.
Expect
And he was just in Legends. Like the real Eobard was in Legends.
I'm not there yet.
It's fine. I didn't spoil anything. But he was just in Legends.
Yes.
There's only 2 episodes left of Legends and Batwoman for this season. And maybe Batwoman forever.
Jesse L. Martin, who portrays Joe West, was recently on The Talk, where he was asked if the villainous speedster was done wreaking havoc in The Flash Season 8. Without giving any spoilers, Martin stressed, everybody who is a fan of Tom Cavanaugh and his Reverse Flash, get ready. Didn't he leave the show?
He did. He's just a recurring guest star that gets paid probably more money now.
He's a recurring guest star every other episode?
So far. Other Jesse L. Martin news, maybe leaving The Flash and coming back to Law and Order for the revival.
For that organized crime one?
No. They're redoing the original Law and Order.
Oh.
With Sam Waterston coming back.
It's not like he's really doing anything on The Flash anyway.
No,
it's giving fatherly advice.
It's been really bad.
It has. And I haven't even watched past Armageddon.
Wait, it's not out yet. It hasn't aired past Armageddon.
So then I really didn't miss anything. No, I saw the Law and Order organized crime show.
That's been out for like 2 years with Stabler.
Oh yeah, they're bringing Dennis Leary in.
Yeah, but they're bringing back the original Law and Order.
I gotcha.
With Sam Waterston or whatever his name is.
And the CW keep churning out these superhero properties. Gotham Knights pilot. They ordered a pilot for it.
I don't know what direction they're going to go with it, and I don't know why we need it.
Well, they're bringing the writer. They're going to do. It's going to be from the writers and producers of Batwoman. So I mean, that's at least plus. You said that's gotten good.
It'll be like most CW shows would be my assumption. Well, so here's the thing with CW shows. So they used to not get good till season 2 or 3, and then they went to crap by season 4 or 5. They changed that trend with The Flash.
Right.
And now, the Flash, because The Flash was good for the first season, then went to garbage. Legends was garbage for the first season, then got good. Supergirl was great for the first season, then once it went to the CW, it went awful. What else do we have? Batwoman was awful the first season. Got better once they got rid of Ruby Rose. Superman and Lois was super strong season 1. Season 2's very CW-y.
I haven't gotten there yet.
And Naomi's fantastic.
That's what you said.
But I can see it getting really bad really quick.
So Gotham Knights would revolve around Bruce Wayne's rebellious adopted son as he bands together with the children of Batman's villains when they get framed for the Dark Knight's murder. The team must band together to clear their names while also becoming Gotham's new protectors. The project is not being eyed as a spin-off of Batwoman, but a standalone drama.
Let's get back into how the CW screwed everything up by adapting Crisis.
Yeah.
Because they brought everything together, and then they're like, but we don't want to say it's together now because it's not.
I was so excited for it.
Well, now with Naomi, they're bringing in the multiverse anyway, again. They already brought back the multiverse, so everybody's on different... Nobody's connected anymore. Because they realized crossovers are too much of a nightmare.
Especially with the whole COVID protocols and everything.
Yeah, where they just have to make sure you're not cast on a show anymore and they can bring you on.
Right.
Like Diggle.
Who
also has a show that might be coming out for him, which sounds awful.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dig into Peacemaker, man.
Peacemaker.
We're running long.
Yes, we are. So if you haven't watched Peacemaker, this is the part where we spoil the hell out of it. And you get to dip out at the 54-minute mark of the show, and you can come back after you see Peacemaker, because after this, we're going to go spoil Star Wars for you. But
before you dip out, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, all those good things. If you're listening online, make sure you go and you give us the 5-star rating on iTunes, tell a friend, write us a review, and that's it.
Yes, please. What did you think of the episode?
I I thought it was fantastic. And what I remember hearing about how the opening credits change totally makes sense now.
Now, can you
So,
explain
like,
to
if
me
you
what?
rewatch the opening credits, right, with the concept of that everybody is a butterfly,
Mhm.
think about how they all dance now. Like, they're all being
Oh.
controlled. Like, they're all marionettes, right? So
Oh.
now that entire opening credits theme,
Makes sense.
because the only one not dancing like that is Peacemaker and the chick, Danielle Brooks, are the only ones that don't have that, like, I'm a puppet kind of thing
Right.
going on, right?
Right.
So, like, it has a
Well,
totally different spin on it.
and the little guy.
Judo Master.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like that took a totally different spin, right? And it's only going to get wilder the next two episodes, but I can't wait to see the direction they go. It's so much fun.
So I read. I think I think I mentioned this last episode, or maybe I was just telling someone about it. That Diebeard, the guy,
Yeah. Stevie G.
Steve G, has worked with James Gunn on a lot of different projects, and he said that when they were filming the finale, or maybe it was just episode 7, that he was literally skipping around the set, giggling at, I can't believe DC's letting me do this. I can't believe I can't believe I'm going to get away with doing this on film. Like, so there's some shit that's going to happen that he's really, really, really excited about.
Yeah, look, and it's being set up to just be crazy fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you get all the butterflies and the white dragon and Peacemaker, like,
yeah,
all going at each other. It's gonna be a blast.
there were a lot of cool name drops in the last episode too, where he hates the Flash. He kind of knows Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it sets it up where you could have a really interesting history to Peacemaker of his time before those 4 years in jail, right?
Yeah. I'm curious to see what the deal is with the diary and why that was planted.
Or it's all BS because the timeline doesn't match up at all.
Right.
Right? Because we get the Suicide Squad, and I don't think they were based that long after Justice League. And there, as far as we know, there isn't really a Justice League.
No, it doesn't.
The Justice League movies don't really leave you thinking there's now a Justice League.
No.
Like in any way, shape, or form. Because they never formed the Justice League in the movie.
Nope. No.
Even in the 19-hour version in black and white.
Well, no, they didn't.
They get together to stop Darkseid. There's no reason for them to stay together afterwards in this universe.
There was a Hamburglar reference, or is it DC's Crimson Avenger?
Oh, could be. I don't know, because the Crimson Avenger did not have white and black stripes.
True. But yeah, this episode was absolutely off the charts nutty.
But how crazy is it that character wasn't already a butterfly?
Who?
I thought he was a butterfly like Myrn.
Who?
The sheriff.
So did I. I absolutely thought.
I was like, wait, that's just a normal dude. Okay.
So now the entire jail and
police force.
Yeah.
And all the criminals.
Butterflies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I think it gets better every week. It unlike the other show that we're about to spoil, this one has gotten better progressively. The other one was okay, stalled, got better, got a little bit better, and now Luke Skywalker's a dick.
And now it's just another show. It's a completely different show at this point.
So as we're unless you have anything else to say about Peacemaker.
No, I am super excited to see where it goes.
So am I.
I've learned the more that we've talked about these things and I watch them, the less expectations I have going into something, the better.
Yep.
And I had zero expectations going into Peacemaker.
No, I didn't think it would be anywhere remotely near this good. A friend of mine who graduated a year before me in high school, he basically every time he watches an episode, he posts, I swear to God, James Gunn has stolen my record collection. Because that's all he was a metalhead in high school. So this is all the stuff he listened to throughout his.
Which is funny because James Gunn didn't listen to any of this stuff.
No, and it's phenomenal. His ability to blend music with his movies is so good.
And
spot on good.
John Cena rocking some Home Sweet Home.
by the way, that was all John Cena playing Home Sweet Home. That was the Jennifer Holland. I started following her on Instagram. She posts a lot of behind the scenes stuff where, like, if she's sitting in a makeup chair and she was sitting in a chair getting makeup done and she had the camera on and Cena was behind her practicing Home Sweet Home. And, you know, he knows obviously the band Lugal or Motley Lue. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Motley Lue. Now for the other episode. So if you have not seen Star Wars yet, the same thing that Jack said a couple minutes ago, if you have not seen the Book of Boba Fett, stop at the hour mark, subscribe, like, listen, love, and then come back and watch this part of it. Yeah, I know, Dylan. I wish these shows were longer too, but at the same time, I look at the CW shows that are 21 episodes, and at the 8 episode mark, I'm like, oh my God.
More chances to get it wrong.
Yeah. I think shorter episodes, more seasons is a good thing.
So the benefit of these with the 8 episodes, though, is it's not like it's 8 22-minute episodes or 8 44-minute episodes. It's however long they want the episode to be.
Right.
Which they're being more flexible with on HBO than they had previously on Disney, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Except for the last 2 episodes of Boba. They've both been fairly long, and I haven't minded that they've been longer. Well, this week's was a little more of a slog.
Speaking of Boba, somebody pointed out an interesting fact. The same friend of mine that pointed out about James Gunn stealing his record collection pointed something out that I didn't take into consideration as we've been complaining. Well, as people have been complaining that the show is taking away from Boba Fett and showing too much of this now. That the show is called The Book of Boba Fett. So you would look at each book, each episode as a chapter in a book. Not every chapter features the main character.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm okay with them branching off and doing what they're doing. I mean, again,
as long as the book has more than 7 chapters, that's a great plan.
Well, we're at the last one tomorrow, right?
In 2 days, yeah.
2 days. Yes, 2 days. This last episode gave us a lot of cameos.
This last episode was 100% Filoni and Favreau just saying, I want to play with all the toys.
We're
going to play with every toy.
Yes. Now, Pete, on the other hand, has loved every episode so far. I have not loved every episode. The last 2 Geek Show episodes, have you mentioned? Yes, actually, we have.
Not the last 2 because
well, he hasn't been in them.
Yeah.
Now the preview for the next episode shows him standing there in the room looking at the hologram of the city. At least the picture I saw.
He showed up at the 2 seconds that Boba was in this episode.
Right. Boba had a cameo in the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
In the last episode. So let me start at the beginning with this one. I enjoyed the episode, and if Kira shows up, I'll lose my stuff because I absolutely adore her. But anyway, this episode has Din, and not Boba Fett. It opens with Din goes to visit Grogu, right? And instead of Grogu, he finds droids building the temple that Luke will start his Jedi school with.
Yeah, and we get the normal Mandalorian Book of Boba Fett. I'm going to sit here and do nothing for at least 5 minutes of your episode.
Right, because the droids built him a bench.
Right, to sit on and just stare.
And they literally focused on him for a good 2 or 3 minutes before pulling away. And Ahsoka shows up.
Pete, we did mention him. It was more so the week or 2 right when he showed up.
Right.
Because we were talking about how he'd been pretty big in the comic books along with a doctor character that's been going on at the same time, but had never been touched in any of the streaming or actual video media yet.
Right. So Ahsoka shows up and brings him to where Grogu is, and then basically stops him from going to see Grogu. explaining the, attachments, blah, 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 blah. Did you like the interaction between him and Grogu? Luke and Grogu, that is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so let's not forget that Luke is 25 at this point.
Correct.
Because he was 17 for
roughly, yeah.
Right. It's 3 years between that and Return, and 5 years since Return of the Jedi.
Right.
So Luke's 25, so he's gonna not know what the hell he's doing.
That's obvious.
Just as a rule.
That's obvious.
Let alone trying to set up a Jedi Academy when you had like a week's training from Yoda, that taught you to carry all people like him on your back as a form of help, not as.
Oh man.
Yeah. And and they give you a lightsaber and stuff.
Can we not give Grogu pants at this point? Do you have to keep him in a robe? Can you not just give the little guy pants? Can you not just give him little baby pants or something? Making him jump and shit in that robe? No wonder he couldn't jump.
Yeah.
I'm mad about that. I'm mad about something else too.
I have no doubt. But yeah, I mean, it was fine, I guess. The frog thing was weird. I'm surprised he didn't eat one of them. And then Luke going, "Oh, you can do that. Watch this."
Yes, Pete. The crate skull on the sandcrawler was awesome. And then the actual ribs of the dragon.
Which I really thought he was going to go and recruit the Jawas.
So did
because I thought where they were going with that.
So did
now, I wonder if that's the crate dragon from Mandalorian last season.
Supposedly it is the crate dragon that he helped the town kill. But so you also could see Luke's impatience, which he still has, as he's walking with Grogu and he's using the Force to move the little guy along.
Right.
He's moving him with the Force. Okay, it was cute. It was cute.
Yeah.
But I'll go to what happens. I know it doesn't happen in this order, and the episode actually opens with Cobb Vanth, or Marshall Raylan Givens, whichever one you want to call, killing the Pike guys, kicking over to Spice, stop running Spice on Tatooine. Great. Luke at the end, so Mando goes away and doesn't want to interfere in his Jedi training.
Well, Ahsoka tells him that he shouldn't.
Right.
And then Luke's like, "What are you gonna do? Like, what was that crap?"
Right. So the choice that he gives him, so the gift that Mando had made for him was a little suit of chainmail armor, little Beskar chainmail armor, right? So Luke now has Yoda's lightsaber, that's awesome because why not, right? I'm sure he took it from the Dagobah hut.
Yeah.
So he gives him the choice of pick this or pick this. Pick the chainmail suit or pick the lightsaber. Can't have both. And actually Dylan makes a good point. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, says Obi-Wan, and here's Luke making him make an absolute choice. Why can't little Grogu have a suit of chainmail that will stop a lightsaber and have a lightsaber?
You don't see Luke giving up R2, right?
Right.
Which should be his worldly possession before he became a Jedi.
Correct. You don't see him giving up his hand.
No, it's not great for him. I mean, it's to get Grogu back on the Mandalorian next season is what it is.
Of course it is.
It's the only reason for the plot thing, right?
I mean, they ruined that by the stupid ship that he has. Giving him the little baby seat.
Yeah, you mean where he's going to put all his prisoners in his little baby seat?
He's not going to be a bounty hunter anymore.
Oh.
Well, Pete's right. He will. He will pick the chainmail, and he's going to go back to Mando. That's the way the story's going. But I thought that whole choice thing was stupid. Like, I understand from a storytelling point what he's trying to do.
Well, especially with at that point, why didn't we just let Mando hang?
Right. Let him figure it. Let him see what choice he's going to make. Like, at this point, you're basically saying Luke Skywalker. It's an article on Screen Rant said the same thing. You sent it to me, and I said this. I said that he was a dick all along in this episode. But this article says that Luke Skywalker is basically Jon Favreau's Luke Skywalker is more of a dick than Rian Johnson's Luke Skywalker, who was a huge dick.
Yeah.
Maybe
he's mad that he couldn't make out with his sister still.
Oh, well, that would be weird now. So
But he could. They just both be like CGI. It'd be fine.
Right. So it's not real. So the actor that played Luke Skywalker, his name's Graham Hamilton. No relation.
Different actor than last season.
Different actor than last season. And the voice of Luke was computer generated. It wasn't even Mark Hamill this time, because Mark Hamill had no idea that Luke Skywalker was in this episode.
Yeah,
right?
They could run with that. Like, think about what they could do. You could have a whole show with Luke running a Jedi Academy.
So Mark Hamill did not record a single line for The Mandalorian, according to Jon Favreau. His voice the young Luke Skywalker voice is completely synthesized using an application called Respeecher.
Yep, which is not terrifying at all.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny little bit. So it was a completely different actor, and I guess they did the age facey thing, but I think
he looked more the part.
He did look more the part.
So it was easier to superimpose the CGI over this one.
Right. And then there's the big rumors that Sebastian Stan keeps teasing everybody with either he's in talks for it or he just really, really wants to play Luke Skywalker. I think it's both, personally.
Yeah, I don't think we need him.
Not now, not with this.
And he's still too tall.
A little bit. Too tall where? Too tall from the waist down, or?
No. That's all. That was all puppeteers. They don't have enough puppeteers over at Star Wars Land for all that.
Well,
it gets in the way of the lightsaber.
How many puppeteers work Jabba?
I don't know. Not that many. Not as many as it took for that. It would get in the way of his lightsaber anyway.
It might. So that's what we got with that. Two other. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say. And so when we set up, right? Well, where are we going? Are we going back to Tatooine?
Oh yeah, because that's the whole best part of the episode, in my opinion. I mean, as much as I loved seeing Ahsoka, where they set her up for her TV show, because she said she's not coming back. They may meet again in the future. She's an old friend of the family.
Yeah.
Everybody forgives Anakin for being an asshole.
It was great to see her and Luke on screen together. Never thought you'd see that.
No, and it was great to see her with R2 because she knew R2 back in the cartoons.
Who conveniently forgets everything. R2.
He didn't forget shit. He knows everything. He's just good at secrets. So they set her up for her TV show with her going off. She's going to go get Sabine, and they're going to go find Ezra, and they're going to bring Grand Admiral Thanatos in. I mean Thrawn. Sorry.
Right.
But we go back to Tatooine, where Din goes to see Cobb Vanth and asks him to rally the troops and come help Boba Fett. The baddest ass bounty hunter in the galaxy needs all this help. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little sour on Boba Fett overall right now.
Yeah, it's not. He's not as impressive as he was.
So he leaves after Cobb basically said, maybe. Like, he said no at first.
He said, you really need to film this movie again.
Right.
We're doing the Three Amigos
with
Boba, Mando, and Cobb.
Yeah. So then the wind starts blowing. And then the camera looks all the way down the road, all the way down out into the middle of the sand, and there's a figure walking forward. Now, did you know right away?
As soon as I saw the hat.
Same here. As soon as I saw the figure, I went, oh my God. No fucking way. Pardon my French. To see Cad Bane on screen after watching all the cartoons was an absolute moment of joy for me. Wasn't a moment of joy for the toxic Star Wars fandom, but it was a moment of joy for me. I thought it was an absolutely awesome scene. You never see Raylan Givens lose a fight. I mean, Cobb Vanth lose a fight like that. Look, he's absolutely playing the same damn character.
That's what he does.
And it's fine.
Yeah, between fans flipping out that this or that was wrong with Cad Bane, the face wasn't quite right.
No.
And they'll fix it next time because that's what they do.
They'll just hire the person that fixed it online.
Yeah, they had a problem with the coloring of Cad Bane and the
nose.
Well, and his cheeks. His cheeks were too broad. But he doesn't have a realistic looking face, so they just put
It's
it.
a cartoon.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was great. And if you watched Bad Batch, you know that we will now have a Fennec Shan Cad Bane reunion slash. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. And I had no problem with how Cad Bane looked because it was Cad Bane in live action.
Yeah, that was my take on it. Like
that's
cool.
all I cared about. This Star Wars fandom, like I did I text you?
It's another bounty hunter that's more badass than Boba at this point.
Did I text you about the sand?
No.
Oh, it was maybe it was Ray. I texted Ray and I was like, the color of the sand on Tatooine wasn't the same in this episode as it was in New Hope. We need to redo the whole series. Like that's the level of idiocracy that the Star Wars fan, the hardcore fans, really take into. And it's stupid. Cad Bane looked great because it's Cad Bane in live action.
Exactly.
And I had no problem with it. I thought the episode was good overall. It was an okay setup. It's just
it doesn't set up a finale though.
No, I don't know where they're going with this. That's my whole problem. Like why did he go back there to become the criminal overlord? Like what is his driving goal to become a criminal overlord?
Right, and I think that's the problem with the whole show, right? We never got what Boba's motivation was.
Right.
So it's hard to be like, oh, I hope he does whatever he's trying to do for whatever reason he wants to do it.
Right. Look, I
should know what all those things are once I'm 6 episodes into a series that's 7 episodes long, though.
I got 2 extra episodes in The Mandalorian season 3. I'm happy.
Yeah. Oh, they're just setting that up so they can hit the ground jogging.
Well, they need to.
Well, look, they'll call back to them. Don't worry.
I was just going to say
there'll be plenty of callbacks to these episodes.
Episode 2 will be a callback to this.
Yeah,
in Mando. Stellan Skarsgård from the upcoming TV series Andor says that they will have a second season, and production on season 2 of Andor will commence in autumn.
So I guess we do not line up against the beginning of.
I assume we're not.
Look, they've been filming Andor for like 6 years, so whatever.
And
somehow they started filming it way before Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan comes out 6 months before Andor.
Obi-Wan comes out in May.
And then I think
it's not official.
We go Boba. Oh, we'll get an Obi-Wan preview. That's one of the Disney ones. That trailer is dropping to the Super Bowl.
I will. I'm going to be at a Super Bowl party at Jimmy's, and if everybody doesn't shut up when the preview comes on, I'll.
Because that'll be after the finale of Boba, so we'll get that preview. But we'll get.
So you think that? So what's next after Boba?
I think we get Boba. Then we might not get anything till Obi-Wan,
which is in May. Which
is a big. That'll be the longest stretch they've had with nothing though.
Right.
Somewhere in there, we're getting more Bad Batch. Okay. I don't know if that'll be before Obi-Wan or after Obi-Wan, and then we'll get Andor. But I don't know the part with Bad Batch is they can crank those episodes out faster,
right?
Than they do. I mean, Darth Maul can be in the Kenobi show, absolutely.
I mean,
because he was still around then.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You know,
because this is going to be concurrent to Rebels.
So we're getting Mando season 3. We're getting Bad Batch.
Or no, this won't be concurrent to Rebels. This will be before Rebels when Obi-Wan is. So yeah, Darth Maul will still be around.
Obi-Wan, Andor, and that's it for this year supposedly.
And Bad Batch.
That's what I said. Yeah, it said Bad Batch. Bad Batch, Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, and Andor. So you got 4 shows coming out this year.
I don't think we'll get Mandalorian this year.
You don't think so? It's supposed to be 2022. It's supposed to be late 2022.
Well, it depends. Like it depends on how much of it they filmed without what's his name? Pedro.
They don't need him.
I know. I guarantee he was not in a single episode of Boba Fett yet.
Funny enough, this thing from Den of Geek that was posted a couple days ago that says The Mandalorian season 3 has starring Pedro Pascal, Carl Weathers, Giancarlo Esposito, and Katie Sackhoff. It's interesting that they have her out in there. You know?
Yeah. Well, I wonder. Well, they need a female lead.
Well, they also need somebody to come against him with the Darksaber.
Right, but they also need somebody to replace Gina Carano.
True.
As a lead. So you need to cast some female in there as the female lead.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see, but I think we'll see in a few days. We'll drop some random posts on the Facebook or somewhere about our non-spoilery thoughts on it before we get to next Monday.
Yeah, man.
And we should have plenty to talk about between that wrapping up and the next episode of Peacemaker and all the Super Bowl spots and trailers that'll drop. So we
can't wait.
Look forward to seeing everybody next Monday night to do that. And
I'm off that Monday, so I can actually do show prep.
That's awesome. Wait, is next Monday
Super Bowl?
I know. Hold on.
It's the 14th. Yes, it's Valentine's Day. We might have to push that. That might have to be pushed for those married with children.
No.
That's a long weekend. You got to do something special.
Oh no, I got. Oh yeah, no, we're good. It's the last Monday of the month that I have the conflict. So yeah, we're good. So we'll talk about all that next Monday.
Sweet. Dylan's off Monday and Tuesday, so that's even better.
Nice. So we'll run through all that, and thanks as always for finding the Geek Spot with us.
Yes, we appreciate everyone. Bye, everybody.